Hello folks, hope you guys can hear me. Welcome. We have Indycar qualifying right now, and I just want to apologize, I'm a little bit late. It's mainly due to the fact that, what do we call it? Due to the escalating tensions in the Middle East. I have some friends and family over there, and I'm just a little bit, just a bit on the edge. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't, I just couldn't, I don't know, I just couldn't put my mind to it. So I'm trying to understand it now, and hopefully everyone's okay. If you have family or friends in the Middle East, in the UAE or Bahrain, Qatar, etc. It's just wild to think what's going on, but I'm just very, I don't know, just a little bit unsettled. So I just hope things will be taken care of. Excuse me, and I just hope things are controlled in a way where we don't have those kind of issues for too long. But again, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna turn all of this off. Anything to do with all of that, more than happy to. And we just, let's just talk about IndyCar. Let's just use sport as a great coping mechanism to just enjoy. So IndyCar, thank you very much. We have a very interesting. We have a very interesting qualifying ahead of us right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to get into my. Just get in the zone. So bear with me. Just a little bit taken aback, but I hope if you guys have any family in the Middle East right now, touch wood, everyone's okay. Just a bit unsettling, but now I'm gonna use IndyCar, use this live stream to bring some joy to you guys, hopefully, and we're just gonna have a good session over here, a good quali session. There's been a lot that's been going on. And I'm just going to quickly go to the live leaderboard. There we go. Can't wait. So right now it's just Indy NXT are qualifying right now. They've got a couple of minutes to go. I'm not too sure about the delay. Maybe the truck race ended a little bit earlier. Probably that. But we should be in a pretty good position. But 1 minute 15 seconds to go. And I'm just going to play around with my screen capture. No, device. There we go. Okay. Alright, Indy NXT by Firestone. Indy NXT is obviously the level below IndyCar. And as you can see right now, actually the junior Andretti's are doing pretty well. 28 and 27. But some very interesting things happened yesterday, wasn't it? Let me see Twitter. Hopefully my Twitter's not bombarded with everything that's going on in the Middle East. I'm just going to very quickly... There we go. Time to lock in. We had a very interesting morning session today. We saw... There you go, David Malukas. We saw Will Power actually have a pretty big crash, to be fair. And it was not ideal. It wasn't good. But there you go. There they are, trying to fix Will Power's, and that's his accident. It was not fun. That was Christian Rasmussen. So Will Power went off. Christian Rasmussen went off. Some pretty interesting stuff that happened, but hopefully Will Power and his crew can actually, get the car ready. But Will Power said that the car was very undrivable. So yeah, not ideal for Will. Obviously, given it's a new team, there's so many things to get used to, and yeah, we'll see how she flares today. Okay, still room for 33s. Christian Lundgaard, Marcus Armstrong. So these are the guys who I think are they're in a very good spot right now. For those of you who've just joined right now, Indy NXT are just wrapping up their qualifying session. I think it's delayed, so IndyCar quali is going to be delayed for a little bit. But yeah, Christian Lundgaard was quick. Marcus Armstrong, Alex Palou. These times yesterday were very different. Yesterday we had, let me see if I can find it. It was in like 1 minute, 1 second range. So today obviously damp circuit in the morning. Not ideal. But now we're going to see, yeah, very, very interesting. But look at that. Morning laps, qualifying at 4:30 p.m. Well, wait in now. 104.88. So in the NXT are around 3 seconds off. That's pretty wild, actually. So this is a great onboard. This is a lap around St. Pete with Marcus Ericsson. Look how bumpy turn 1 is, how much correction he has to do. But fairly smooth. Goes in straight into turn 2, into 3. So much manhandling of that machine. Whew. And then he goes... Just look at that steering. Look how he's fighting. No power steering. You are manhandling that thing. And it's interesting to see how the Andretti tire steering wheels grip so like low, so you can see like a huge rim up top, which is pretty interesting in for the Andretti boys. Versus Penske, steering wheels are very compact, you know. And then look at it. So once he goes into 12, look at turn 13. Look at this. Woo! And there you go. Completes a lap of St. Pete. This is actually an airstrip. It's a runway where planes actually take off on and off, which is so wild. Awesome stuff. Good to see Marcus actually getting a onboard camera after so long. Yeah, Christian Rasmussen is going to start from, I don't know, slightly on the back foot, purely because this crash and the way it happened, if they hopefully show
he's gone.
there, right there. What was interesting is in this moment, when you see James Hinchcliffe pointed out that there's this slight dust there. You see this dust pop up? Very so subtle. James Hinchcliffe was like, it's like driving on ice. And at that point, the car's just going to skid and go through. And there you go. Puff of dust up and driving on ice. Off you go. Straight into the barrier. Bang. Done. So yeah. He's going to be a little bit behind. And so is Will Power. Pretty sad, to be fair with you. I thought Will Power would be doing... Yeah, I don't know. I was expecting a lot. And again, it's still... Quality's still going to come through, but his brakes were not up to temperature in the morning. But it was not representative at all, right? Right now it's 4:30 p.m. versus in the morning they were running it at like 9:45 a.m. or something. But yeah, this is how he kind of lost it. Locked up. Didn't really lock up, it just kind of went straight on. So yeah, very, very interesting to see what's going to happen. Come on, mate. Let's have a look. Event details. Here we go. View live leaderboard. Come on, mate. Coming up. Here we go. If you guys are watching right now, who do you think... Where are you placing? Who's pole position for you right now? Would love to know. Would absolutely love to know who's going to be pole position. Chuck it in the comments if you're watching. And yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting session. View leaderboard, no track activity. Still in the NXT. But yeah, I'm so pumped for this. Practice 2, we had some very interesting... So this is what happened in the morning session. Apologies. Let me just reduce myself. There we go. As you can see, practice 2, Lundgaard, followed by Armstrong, Polo, Kirkwood, Rossi, Malukas, McLaughlin, Pato Ward, Stingray Rob, Renus VK, rounding up your top 10. No, well, there is an Andretti, but it's with Curb Agarjanian. Wow, I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we are going to start now. Indycar on Fox. Okay, here we go. On track now. Still Indy NXT. Come on, mate. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's get on it. James Hinchcliffe just drove the NASCAR Truck Series, and he's just come out. That's wild. Okay. Let's get it all sorted out. They're showing James Hinchcliffe in the truck. Whoa! Fascinating. So fascinating. James Hinchcliffe driving the NASCAR trucks. I think, yeah, very, very cool. Let me see if I can find... Yeah, he raced as Jimmy Hinch. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can't find it. Can't find it. Anyway, let's go back. Alright, here we go, guys. James Hinchcliffe, for those of you who've just joined, welcome. And not trying to flex or anything, but I had a very interesting session. I host a podcast called Decoding Wisdom, and I had a chat with James Hinchcliffe. That's me, with James. And yeah, awesome episode. He actually drove the Formula One car of Haas, the Haas VF23 from 2023. And yeah, just awesome stuff. Great episode. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. Now, enough about me, and let's get straight to Indycar. Come on. Oh, still Indy NXT. Okay, we got Christian Lundgaard. What is he saying? Christian Lundgaard looks at basically comments saying the truck race was interesting, but I'm going to hold back my comments. So yeah, look, it's interesting how things have sort of evolved for Christian Lundgaard. Second year in McLaren now. Second year is a big deal. It's going to be very interesting to see if he's able to actually, keep up with Pato Ward and actually accompany him, because Nolan Siegel's been somehow the interesting. Critical. Okay, that's interesting. Again, so we have commercial break again, guys. Still waiting. So this is session reports. Let's go back. And yeah, I'm very curious to see how this evolves. Lundgaard, I don't know, but Marcus Armstrong, I'm not going to lie, Marcus Armstrong looked rapid. He looked so rapid. And it was absolutely amazing to see. Like, it's just nice to see Meyershank doing so well. They have been doing for a while as well. With him, with Felix Rosenqvist, man, anything is possible. Okay. I'm also just tracking the Middle East stuff that's going on right now. I hope none of, if you have family or friends over there, I hope they're safe. I really hope they're safe. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Jesus Christ, this thing's not gonna... Anyway, guys, back to IndyCar. Back to IndyCar. I'm not going to talk about that again. So, here we go. We are about to start qualifying, which has been delayed. Let's just go and check. Race schedule. It should give us the live timing, no? Event details. Watch live. How to follow. IndyCar app, yep, sure, but I need a IndyCar Live. Ooh. Race replays, watch now. Oh, okay, that's not... How do I follow? Where's the... Why am I not getting the... Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Where's the leaderboard gone? Qualifying order. Yeah, we know this. Joseph Newgarden, Scott McLaughlin, Pato Ward, Santino Ferrucci, Romain Grosjean, Will Power, Carl Kirkwood, Marcus Ericsson. All the Andretti's together. Okay. Jeez, okay. You have Rosenquist. Armstrong is there. Group 2. Renus Weekend is Stingray Rob. Different. All the Andretti's in one. That's good. That's fascinating. Ganassi's, you have Alex Below, Scott Dixon, Kevin Simpson. So all the Ganassi's in Group 2, all the Andretti's in Group 1. The McLarens are spread out. Pato Ward, Group 1, Nolan Siegel and Christian Lingard in Group 2. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Georgia's got Alex Below. Below says it's been hectic his off season. Crazy busy off season. Okay, why am I not getting the? What's it gonna take to get Paul? So how does IndyCar qualifying work? Well, a couple of things. So all 25 drivers will run, and then you advance. So top 6 from each group advance to 12, and then top 12 fight it out for top 6, and then top 6 go for pole. That's how it works. So that's what's going to happen. But yeah, no Ganassi's in the first round. But it's crazy. All 3 Andretti's. Is it randomized? I'm not too sure. Another commercial break. Jesus Christ. North America and commercial breaks are just ridiculous. Let's see. Okay, so now let's see. Let's have a look at what is happening with... Why am I not able to see the timing sheets? Schedule. Maybe event details. Like, it's the same thing though. Yeah. Spotter guide. This is so annoying. Hold up then. Huh. IndyCar. Timing. Screen. IndyCar leaderboard. There we go. We are set, guys. We are super set. As I said again, Joseph Newgarden, Scott McLaughlin, Pato Ward, Ferrucci, Grosjean, Power, Kirkwood, Ericsson, all 3 Andretti's in one group. So ideally all 3 make it through, but let's see. Louis Foster, Mick Schumacher's first qualifying run. That's going to be fascinating. Felix Rosenqvist and Rinus VeeKay. Look, all of these, I would say Newgarden's a good candidate. McLaughlin's a good candidate. Pato Ward's strong. I would say those three. Kirkwood Ericsson looks strong. So that's 5. Then VeeKay looks strong as well to 6. I would say those would be my top 6 from this group. What would yours be? Because top 6 go into the next round, the Fast 12. Oh, sorry, yeah, Fast 12. But this is taking so long. I don't know. If we break it down, Newgarden had that big off in FP1. Didn't like, you got going again. McLaughlin finished P7 in practice 2. Looked pretty good. Pretty fast. Pato Ward also looks pretty okay. Ferrucci, decent. Grosjean coming back after a whole season out of IndyCar. Will Power just moved to Andretti, and he had a crash this morning as well. So that's going to be very interesting. Kirkwood and Ericsson have looked good the entire weekend. Louis Foster went off as well in practice 1. Mick Schumacher was very clean and tidy. Rosenqvist, clean and tidy as well. Rinus VeeKay for Hunkos Hollinger looked quick, like rapid, over the last 2 sessions. So, could be anything. Could be anything. So I'm very curious to see how they do. And then, yeah, loads of Hondas actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Wow. 7 Hondas and 5 Chevys. So Kevin Lee is with Ron Rzuski from Andretti. He's Will Power's engineer, I think. Ron Rzuski. Interesting. Did Will Power bring him over? Could be. Okay, come on. Get the cars out on track. Come on. Yeah, I don't know if Will Power's going to be super confident going into this qualifying. Yeah, but we know Will Power. He's super aggressive. I think he's going to be pretty quick. Let's see. Will Power has 9 pole positions in St. Pete. 9. Oh my god, again commercial break. Guys, what? Anything. Just show me the track. Like, I don't care. I don't want to watch ads. Crikey. Where are you guys from if you're watching this? North America? Europe? South America? Okay. So, are the comments working? I hope they are. Okay. Alright, chat. Let's get you guys working. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think? Who do you support? Do you support the Andretti boys? Go on then. Who do you think will take pole position today? Go on then, guys. Let me know. What do you reckon? I think it's going to be between Alex Palou. I'm going to throw 4 people in there. Alex Palou, Scott McLaughlin, David Malukas. And either Kyle Kirkwood or Ericsson, one of the Andretti boys. It's probably a lot. But I don't know. Okay, we have some action, surely. But if only I can see on TV, which I can't on my iPad, sorry. The order is shifted, so... But all I'm seeing is furniture, so great commercial stuff, guys. Come on. Just get to the qualifying already. Okay, cars on track. We are green for qualifying, guys. Green, green, green. Super pumped. Here we go. Newgarden, McLaughlin, Pardo Ward, Ferrucci, Grosjean, Power, Kirkwood. And I forgot the rest, which is just on the screen. Okay, we have Joseph Newgarden's on board. Just warming up now. Probably do a couple of laps of warm-up. This is going to be fascinating. Joseph Newgarden. So all these times that you'll see on screen right now, these are just like, they're just warming up. No one's going for a flying lap right now. I didn't know that Joseph Newgarden is 35 years old. That's crazy. And this is Joseph Newgarden's contract year as well. So his contract's up and potentially... Okay, here he goes for a lap. We've got just under 9 minutes now. Joseph Newgarden. There we go, top 6. But yeah, his contract ends at the end of this year, and then he'll probably go into negotiations with Penske. I think he'll stay on and keep on. He's so loved by the Penske guys. But yeah, he had an off in practice 1 yesterday in FP1, so not ideal. But okay, here we go. So LLT is what we'll be following. LLT's last lap time. And then you have BLT, which is best lap time. So my apologies. BLT is what we'll be following. So this is the one we need to keep an eye out for. So these are all just warm-up laps. Getting the tires up to temperature, making sure the brakes are working properly, and then it's going to pretty much go on. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we have Pardo Ward. Pardo Ward is fighting. Willpower goes up, 104.3. Schumacher, 104.9. So, you know how in Formula 1 you have, you do a lap, you come back in, and then you do like a push, a warm-up, a push, and then a cool-down lap. Here, with the same tire, you can keep going for a few laps. And look at the times, they're just tumbling now. 102.4 now. 104.2, McLaughlin goes up. Very interesting to see what's happening over here. Newgarden up, Kirkwood up, Foster up. Ericsson hasn't quite done a lap yet. Grosjean's come down. There you go. It's going to be interesting. So Willpower on track now. Willpower looks like he's cooking now. Pardo Ward, McLaughlin goes... Louis Foster, 101.7. Clean lap. They're showing Pardo Ward now. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks... Oh, wow. Okay, Schumacher. Good lap. 101.8. Is it good enough, though? Let's see. Okay, what's going on here now? Kirkwood up. Power down. VK down. Where's Ericsson? Ericsson's 10. 103.3. Where's Ferrucci? Ferrucci's P12. I don't think they've really gone in. They're still warming up their tires. So we've got just over 6 minutes to go now, and this is going to be really, really critical right now. Kirkwood goes up, and then so Foster, Schumacher, Pardo Ward, Willpower, Kirkwood, Newgarden. Wow. Ericsson's gone P6 with a 102.2. Yeah, I think the Andretti's, you would expect, Kirkwood, Ericsson, and Power, all three of them to go through. Well, that's an expectation. at least for Ericsson and Kirkwood. So that'll be interesting. What are the Penske boys? P8 and P9. Newgarden and McLaughlin. They're showing right now Louis Foster, who crashed in practice 1, went straight on off turn 13 it was. Okay, Will Power's dropped down. Louis Foster's gone up, 101.7. Ferrucci is P11 right now. Yeah, this could be anyone's right now. Ericsson's pushed down to P9. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to bolt some new tires on and then go out again for a few laps. So it's very limited track time, like super limited track time. And it's not ideal because you need... But that's the thing. You want to have more track time, but you need all the experience to come through. So Mick Schumacher right now is top. 101.3. I'm very curious to see if it's going to drop even lower. Like, is it going to go below 101? I don't know. What do you guys think? Will Power, locks up into turn 1 again. It's been his Achilles heel. Like, those brakes on the 26 Andretti have not been ideal. Wow, it's pretty dark actually in certain patches of in certain parts of the circuit. Grosjean's gone P5. It's funny, right? Like, Will Power moving to Andretti from Penske, it's so difficult for him. It's a new team, everything, but at the end of the day, the car is the same. So I would be very interested in knowing why it might be such a different thing. Obviously, it's a new engine. He's been used to Chevy for the last, I don't know, 17 years, and now he's got a Honda engine at the back. So the upshifts, the downshifts, just that feeling of the engine's going to be so different for him now. Okay, Pato Award is coming. He's P2 now. Mick Schumacher, big news. Big news, Mick Schumacher. 101.3. Whew. Ericsson's dropped down to P10. Ericsson's gone out. He's 3 minutes 40 seconds to... Well, 3 minutes 14 seconds to go, sorry. And this is going to be... Yeah, I don't know. We've got Will Power. Yeah, Will Power. They're showing the onboard. Yeah, Rosenquist, Ericsson, Ferrucci, McLaughlin. They've all looked pretty good this weekend, but they'll have to bring in their A game. Renus VK's gone P4. He's been pretty quick throughout the weekend. Will Power has been a good surprise. Just, literally muscling the car as much as he can. And Grosjean's gone top. 101. Woo. So now the tires are going to be they're getting more grip. The temperature's going to drop a little bit. They're just getting rubbered in, and this is where it's going to get pretty good now. So, okay. Grosjean with the Dale coin. Here we go. Everyone in the green. So the bottom 4 right now. Let's see what happens. Grosjean's coming through. Yeah, Grosjean's doing great. He's coming through into turn 12, turn 13, finishes the lap. Yeah, he's fastest. Roman's 39 years old. Oh my god, everyone from 7 to 12 is not improving. They are not improving. Oh my god. This is crazy. Okay, Ericsson's the only one who's improving. He was in the green. Not anymore. Oh my days. Oh no, everyone's in the green now. What? Ericsson goes to top. 1 minute, 0.8. Okay, that Andretti. Ericsson's looking quick. Ericsson's looking fast. P1 for him. That's a great lap. 2/10 up as well. That's massive. That's massive from Ericsson. Big year for Ericsson as well. Huge year for Ericsson. Ericsson needs to... It's his contract renewal as well this year. Whether he stays with Andretti or not. And he's been under the pump a little bit as well, given how last year went. So let's see. I'm not... this is a decent start. But again, you have 16 races. A lot to do. Pato Award goes 1 minute and 1 minute point 9, which is pretty sweet. And then you have Grosjean, McLaughlin, Willpower, Rosenquist. Almost done. 17 seconds. All the other folks are out there. Pato Ward, VK, Kirkwood, Newgarden, Foster, Rosenquist. They all need to just blitz through. Pato Ward goes P2. We saw that. Kirkwood comes through. Kirkwood goes... Okay. Kirkwood's out. Oh, Newgarden's. Yeah, Newgarden's P10. Oh no, Newgarden's gone. Kirkwood's gone again. Kirkwood's going again. Okay. Pato Award. So Ericsson, Award, Grosjean, McLaughlin, Power, Rosenquist. The time's done, but guys, some of the folks are still running. Willpower goes through. Whoa! Schumacher's in the green as well. If Schumacher goes to the fast 12, that's going to be awesome stuff. Let's see. Ferrucci couldn't do it. Sad for Ferrucci. 8th place for Ferrucci. Renus is still pushing through. Renus. Louis Foster. P4. I don't know. Rosenquist P6. Oh my days. Wow, Marcus Ericsson. Okay, let's keep a note of that. 1 minute, 0.8. Okay, 8.2. Let's keep it out of that. Schumacher's still coming out. Okay, Schumacher's still there. I think he's 2 tenths down. 11th. Wow, Marcus Ericsson leading 1 minute 8. Pato Ward, Grosjean, Foster, McLaughlin, Rosenquist. Do you know what? Willpower just missed out by... Woo! Marcus Ericsson, man. I'm telling you that number 28, the Delaware Live, the teal Delaware Live car looks hooked. He's in good spirits as well this year. Oh, that's pretty quick. Jesus. There you go. Didn't even have to update the screen for you lot. Yeah, I'm super pumped. Super pumped about this. This is going to be very, very interesting. Kaio Colette, Nolan Siegel, Christian Lundgaard, Simpson, Dixon, Palou, Malukas, Rail, Hauger, Rossi, Rasmussen, Armstrong, Stingray, Rob. So that's going to be, going to be epic. Going to be epic. What do you guys think? Who's taking pole now? Were any of your drivers not on there? Or any of your drivers who made it? Would love to know. Check in the comments. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. You have all the 3 Ganassis. The Ganassis are going to be interesting to see. Yeah, Ganassis are looking pretty good. Let's look at the rookies. So Kaio Colette. We have Dennis Hauger. Those 2. Again, there's just no expectation on them, I would imagine, right now. It's just the idea is like, okay, go do your thing. Let's figure it out. But for Nolan Siegel, big year. I think I've said it a few times now. He really needs to make that McLaren his own and really perform, because Tony Kanaan came out very publicly and didn't criticize him, but just said, hey, you need to finish top 10 in the championship to continue with McLaren. And, you know, racing with McLaren is a big deal because you have access to not only the IndyCar series, but the affiliate teams that it has. So it's sister Formula 1 team. They're obviously looking into going into WEC as well. I think they still do the extreme stuff. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Dennis Hauger at Axon 90. Okay. Yeah. No, mate. Hauger is gig. I actually saw Dennis Hauger race in 2021. I think it was F3 back then. He was in F3 or F2? F3. He was fast, man. Like, he was rapid and very hard to actually beat. But he's a big guy. He's a Norwegian. He's a Viking, and he's a tall bloke. But it looks like a child, but he's a big guy. So very interesting. Going to see how he performs. Again, no expectations on Hauger for this year. Oh, sorry, this weekend. It's his first. Sorry, guys. Bit of flu going around. Yeah, going to be very interesting to see where he finishes. I think if he does, if he finishes in the top 6 in this quali session, awesome. If not, if he's like 7th or 8th, that's still very solid, I think, for Dennis Hauger. Just get comfortable in the car. Yeah, true. He was very good in F3, not so much in F2. Yeah, F2 is a beast of a series. It's so hard. And I think Marcus Ericsson also mentioned that the F2 cars, Indy cars, are a more monstrous version of Formula 2 cars. So very interesting. But they're just showing Dennis Hauger. Not Dennis Hauger, sorry, we're talking about Dennis Hauger. They're just showing Joseph Newgarden and how he lost it in the last turn, which is, a bit sad for Newgarden. Hasn't had the cleanest of weekends, so yeah. Newgarden's speaking as well. There was a lot of traffic, he says. Sequencing was all off, he says. Okay, we are green for Group 2. This has more cars, so this is 13 cars instead of 12. Who's your money on? Here's your money on, fellas. We've got a Dennis Hauger fan. Axon 90. Awesome. Okay, Pelot's out. Dixon's out. Everyone's out. Cool. Renus VK was 101.5. Session rank was 10. So yeah, VK. Yeah, VK, a lot of hope. There was a lot of hope with VK, but unfortunately he, wasn't the cleanest. So currently P10 for VK. Marcus Armstrong is who I'm looking out for in this session. He's number 4 right now. 66. That Maya Shank Racing, I don't know. There's something about that guy. He looks rapid. In preseason in Sebring, he was fastest on both days, I think. So there's going to be something very interesting. Okay, here we go, 105, 107. So these are like installation laps, basically. You're just trying to warm up the tires and get going and fire up. And the next time they come round the start-finish line, they're going to go after it. So, yeah, loads to look forward to now. Rossi looks sensational, Will Buxton says. Yep. David Malukas as well. Malukas has got to be, I think, it's kind of like you would expect him to be P6. Sorry, P1. Oh, no, P1. What am I saying? Fast 6, man. My mind is... Guys, live streaming is difficult. What I'm learning now is making a YouTube video is one thing, but making a... making a live stream and just yapping for super long is actually ridiculous. Now, you gotta be good at it. I hope I'm doing enough. Okay, Scott Dixon's on track. Had a big shunt in FP1. And now they're showing Alex Below. That's great direction. Yikes. Yeah, but I like this year's car for Alex Below. The entire yellow. I didn't like the last year's car, which is like red. Had the red nose cone. Okay. HPKV. Okay, I need to call Indycar. Could you explain how qualifying works? Okay, so what you're seeing right now on screen is one of 2 groups. Okay, so Indycar this year, at least at the beginning of the year, there are 25 cars on the grid. The way they do qualifying is they split those 25 into groups of 2. So we go Group 1, Group 2, each have around 10 minutes to, put their fastest times. Then what happens is the top 6 from each group move on to the Fast 12. And then once you get to Fast 12, from Fast 12, you want to qualify in the top 6 of the 12. So then once you get to Fast 6, then the Fast 6 hit the track to go for pole position. So it's like a pyramid, right? So if you're a Formula 1 fan, so Q3 in this case is Group 1, Group 2, top 6 advance to Fast 12. Fast 12 is like the Q2, and then the top 6 from Fast 12 advance to Fast 6. And Fast 6 should go for like a Q3, which is Q1, which is they go for pole position. So that's how it works. Does that make sense? I hope. Let me know. I hope that is simpler to understand. But yeah, we have Rasmussen top right now, Graham Rahal, Alex Palou, Nolan Siegel, Rossi, Armstrong. But yeah, once again, 2 groups. You want to finish in the top 6 of each to advance to the Fast 12. From the Fast 12, the top 6 advance to the Fast 6. Fast 6 determines your pole position, starting like fight for pole position. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Lovely. Okay, so we currently have... I wish I could just walk you through like the live footage. I hope we could do that one day. But yeah, Rasmussen, David Malukas is still, looking good. Just under 5 minutes to go. But yeah, Siegel under pressure, Dixon under pressure. Rossi's been so fast. Alex Rossi. That's his car, Alex Rossi's car. I'll make it a little bit more interactive. Awesome, Axon 90. Let's go. Yeah, Alex Rossi. He actually drove in Formula 1 for Manor in 2015. Manor Formula 1 team. Where I think Esteban Ocon was his teammate. Or Will Chilton? Max Chilton, sorry. Okay, Graham Rahal has come back into the pits. Graham Rahal is top, so this is going to be interesting now. 101.2. So, in the top, in the previous group, Marcus Ericsson, who was also an ex-Formula 1 driver, his best lap time was a 1 minute dead set, 0.8. This is 4/10 up still. This is going to be interesting. Who's under pressure right now? Rossi. I would expect Rossi to be in the top 6. He's been super fast. Kyle Collette, Dennis Hauger. It's their rookie qualifying session, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they go. Again, it's more experience. You would expect him to be a little bit quicker, I don't know, but it's a smaller team. Kevin Simpson actually as well, like in the Chip Ganassi. Chip Ganassi's got to be a bit under the pump. Nolan Siegel as well in the McLaren. He's definitely under the pump. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Christian Rasmussen is ramping up. This is Alexander Rossi's teammate. For those of you, so Ed Carpenter Racing is ECR. Awesome looking cars, both of them. Different sponsors. Okay, Rossi's on track. Just under 3 minutes to go. This is critical. They need to make sure, like for me, Scott Dixon, Rossi, Simpson, they are top 6 guys. They have to be in the top 6. Like at least I would expect that to be the case. But Lundgaard, Palou, Armstrong, Malukas, Rasmussen, great. Like all of them are awesome drivers. So tight. Okay, we've got an onboard cam of Alexander Rossi. The Q3 is only 10 minutes. Is only 10-minute runs. Yeah. So, well, it's not called Q3, but this is, think of this as like Q1. So 2 groups of the entire grid, as I said. 12 in one group, 13 in the other. Then they move to Fast 12, which is the Q2 equivalent. Again, it'll be 10 minutes or so, I think, from what I remember. And then Q3. The fast 6, I think, is 8 to 10 minutes. I might be butchering it. So let's see. I can't remember, actually. Huh. Let's have a look. They've made some changes for this year, so I'm just going to go along and we can confirm that, if that's cool with you. Awesome. Cheers, Axon. Or Axon, however you prefer that. Okay, Marcus Armstrong goes top. Awesome. Okay. 1 minute dead 0.7. 1 minute 0.7. That's faster than Marcus Ericsson. So the two Marcuses, Jesus Christ. Look at that. That's a crazy time. But I'm telling you, Marcus Armstrong has done something this preseason. Like, he just looks so dialed in. Okay, Kiffin Simpson, P4. Okay, here we go. Just under a minute to go. This is where... Oh! Scott Dixon's just spun. Oh my days. Scott Dixon's just spun. Where is he now? Dixon's P9. Oh dear. Oh my god, guys. That was wild. So essentially he goes into the final turn, the loop, which is this over here, this hairpin. If you see my arrow on screen. And he essentially just, the car oversteered and he had to just correct it and he nearly binned it. Okay, 30 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay. Dennis Hauger's P3! Let's go! Axon, you must be absolutely pumped, man. But hopefully he stays there. So, anyone who's crossed the finish line can go for another lap right now. So loads of guys are on it still. Malukas, Palou, Armstrong, Hauger, Lundgaard, Simpson. Whoa. Yeah, Malukas with a 1 minute and... wow. Okay, Graham Rahal. What's happening now? Malukas, Palou, Armstrong, Hauger, Lundgaard, Simpson. Okay, Rossi. Rossi's P12. That's it. Rossi P12. Jeez. Wow. Rasmussen and Rossi. And again, this is the guy I was telling you guys about. Where's Siegel gone? Siegel P11. Yeah, no. Scott Dixon. Palou. Okay. Dixon still going. Scott Dixon. No! Oh my god. Here we go. Dixon crosses the line. No, nothing. P8. Wow. David Malukas, Alex Palou, Marcus Armstrong, Dennis Hauger. Attaboy. Look at that. A Norwegian debutant in the top. Wow, top 6. He's going to go. Progresses. Siegel and Lundgaard are McLaren? Yes, they are. Let me show you. So, Lundgaard in the 7 Arrow McLaren and Siegel in the Arrow McLaren as well. So, there are 3 folks at McLaren. 3... So, you have Christian Lundgaard, the Danish driver, Nolan Siegel from the US, and Pato Award. You might have heard. Pato Award was in the previous group. But, oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is a huge... Dennis Hauger, man. Wow. I am so... I'm so impressed. So impressed with Dennis Hauger. Like, you have some seasoned veterans. Like, look at that. Kyle Collette was the other rookie. He's done a 1 minute 101.5. And Hauger's just... Sorry, what am I saying? 101.5, yeah. Hauger's just gone in and done. Look at that. That's awesome from the Norwegian, man. Freaking hell. Awesome stuff. And obviously for you guys listening, my predominant motorsport discipline is Formula 1. That's kind of been my go-to. And yeah, I do live streaming for Formula 1. All races, that's going to be this year. Do they all? Sorry, do they all have the same car? Does it change depending on the team? If they do change, which teams have generally? Okay, great question. So, IndyCar is a spec series. So think of Formula 2, where you have the same equipment given to you, but there's only some limited things that you as your team can change. So camber, which is like the tire angles. How do I show it to you guys? Perfect. I'm going to use this car, okay? Just explain a little bit. So give me a sec. Okay, there we go. As you can see, if you can see my screen, this is a Formula 1 car. So essentially an IndyCar. Those are IndyCars, but they're just wrapped up. So actually, hold up. Let me show you using an IndyCar. I'm going to make it as interactive as possible. Okay, so I hope you guys can see, but this is Christian Rasmussen's car, which obviously he didn't qualify, but this is an IndyCar right now. What happens is this chassis, the entire chassis, is provided by Dallara, and Dallara in Formula 1 actually produce Haas's car. So Haas Formula 1 car is produced by Dallara, and Dallara is the biggest manufacturer of sports cars. So, and everything is the same in every single team. No change. They provided this base chassis, the model. But what the teams develop themselves are the cambers and stuff. So like the brakes inside, that's what that's all the team. Camber at the back as well. So camber is like a tire angles. So sometimes the tires are like this or inwards, the angles. So that's all the mechanism behind it, the teams produce themselves, and that's where you can win or lose with Indy cars. But other than that, the brake pads, all of it, that's the team. But the base model, the chassis, is provided by Dallara. Now, to your second question, if they do change, which teams are generally the fastest? So, no, they don't change. Well, which teams are the fastest? So, Team Penske have been they've been one of they are the Red Bulls and the McLarens and the Ferraris of IndyCar. Okay, so Team Penske. So I'll show you some of the guys from Team Penske. Let me just put this aside for a second. But yeah, it's a spec series, which means that the racing is ultra competitive. So I moved to Canada from the UK a few years ago, and for me, one of the biggest things that I realized was one of my mates got me into IndyCar, and I went to watch the race in Toronto, and I was just stunned, absolutely stunned. The racing is like, you can start P22 and win the race. I'm not even joking. Okay, so very competitive because it's a spec series, and it's all to do with driving. Number 2, no power steering. So what you see, the onboards, which I wish I could show you, like, you hustle that thing. Actually, I can show you, but to answer your question really quickly, the top teams are usually Team Penske, these guys. So they have 3 cars. So Scott McLaughlin's 1, David Malukas is 2 in Penske. The Chip Ganassi racing cars are very fast. So Marcus Ericsson drove for Chip Ganassi, actually. So he's changed teams, but this is Chip Ganassi. So Kiffin Simpson. And then you have Alex Palou. He's the reigning IndyCar champion. He won the last 4 championships out of 5 in the last 5 years, which is maddening. Absolutely maddening. So Penske and Ganassi are huge. Then, in terms of Andretti, is probably the 3rd best team. Andretti is a huge name. Mario Andretti actually raced in Formula 1 in the 70s. And Mario Andretti, his son Michael, and then Marco, his grandson, everyone, they have raced in IndyCar. So Andretti Global is what it's called now. And if you actually see Andretti, they are correlated with Cadillac Formula 1 team. It was supposed to be Andretti F1, not Cadillac, but it became Cadillac. But Cadillac's, the car name is MAC, Mario Andretti Cadillac 26. That's the name now of the of the Cadillac F1 car for 2026. So that's the Andretti. So Penske, Chip Ganassi, Andretti are the big boys. Someone who's becoming bigger as well is McLaren. So this is Pato Ward. This is the third McLaren driver. He's affiliated with the McLaren Formula 1 team as well. He's going to do some FP1 sessions for the F1 team this year. He's been doing it for a while now. So yeah, those are the big boys. Penske, Ganassi, Andretti. I hope that makes sense. I know I've waffled on for way too long. But yeah, Spec Series, whatever. Okay, round 2, Fast 12. The cars are out. The cars are out. Let's see what's going to happen now. McLaughlin's out. So Scott McLaughlin actually raced in V8 supercars in Australia. For Team Penske as well, funny enough. Which is how he sort of made the move here. And he's an American citizen now. So, yeah. Interesting. Here we go. Here we go. Just under 10 minutes to go. We have kicked off. So, anytime. HPKV Plume. I'm so hyped for the next week. Yeah, mate. Me too. And I'm going to be covering all sessions. You know, FP1, FP2, FP3. Quali, race. Follow along. You know, make sure you guys subscribe. And yeah, you could be here for the watch-alongs. It's going to be pretty fun. And yeah, slowly improving my live streaming as well. This is my, I think 4th time now in the last few weeks. And yeah, it's going to be epic. I just hope the race takes place given all the tensions in the Middle East right now. It's looking a little bit, yeah, a lot of F1 personnel are stuck over there right now. A lot of parts haven't made it to Australia or they're stuck right now. So that's going to be very interesting. Okay, Alex Ploy with the 104.1. Pato Ward, again, installation laps. Just warming around and then they're going to go for it. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm super pumped. I think F1, the preseason test was pretty awesome. I feel like the field's going to be super spread out, which is going to be very interesting. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about it. I hope, you know, the racing's pretty close by. In fact, if you guys want to check out, I have a podcast as well called Decoding Wisdom. And funny enough, I had James Hinchcliffe on the podcast right over there. So I had James Hinchcliffe. We filmed in Indianapolis a few weeks ago. That episode is out, and he actually drove a Haas Formula 1 car last year. So yeah, check out the episode. He really dives into what it feels like to drive a Formula 1 car. And obviously us mere mortals are probably never going to do it, but he described it so well. So this episode just came out a couple of days ago. Go check it out on my Decoding Wisdom YouTube channel. But yeah, back to IndyCar. And we will talk about F1 again. Yeah, stay subscribed. And let's see. Okay, so this is going to be super tight. And this is where I think it was HBKV Plume. This is where IndyCar qualifying is so cutthroat. Just look at the BLT, the not bacon, lettuce, tomato, the best lap time. Look at the times. How right now they're spread out. Look, once they get a few runs in, look how tight that becomes. Formula 1 doesn't have that, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how. Okay, we have Louis Foster, who's gone fastest now from England with a 101.4. Where's Grosjean? Grosjean's 7. Yeah, these should tumble under 1 minute, I would imagine, or close to it. Pato Ward goes with a 101.2. They're showing Romain Grosjean. Yeah, Pato Ward. Okay, so guys from in the bottom 6 haven't really shown a lot of pace. Okay, McLaughlin goes up. McLaughlin P4. David Malukas P7. Grosjean P6. Yo. Whoa. Grosjean's wild, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy to think how late he got his drive. Okay. Scotty Mack. Scotty Mack is P5. But yeah, also HPKV Plume, it is very, even if you're on the biggest teams, like if it's not your day, you could start P22 or P25 or whatever. Genuinely. Okay, Ericsson's in a bit of a pickle right now. 102.4. What's going on? Oh, hard tires. Whereas the reds are the soft, so that's how they do it. It's the hards and the red stickers. Like the terminology is a bit different. This is going to be fascinating now. Okay, Scott McLaughlin's out. Marcus Ericsson's gone 101.7. He's got to improve. He has got to get it to that the 1 minute mark. There he is. Delaware Live, here we go. Okay, Marcus is on board, here we go. Oh my god, I wish I could show it to you guys, like the way they're fighting the car. Ericsson P6. He's going to come in. So all cars are back in the pits. And now they're basically going to bolt on the soft tires, would be my assumption. And they're all going to go into this. So this is so out of 25, the top 6 here are going to go into literally the pole shootout. Whew. 4 minutes to go. Alex Palou is out. Wait, why is it showing in pits? I see them on screen. Are they coming back in? Okay, what's going on? Palou is out. I think Grosjean's out as well. Where's Grosjean right now? Grosjean. P10. Yeah, so this is something Marcus Armstrong raced in Formula 2 a few years ago, part of the Ferrari Driver Academy. Did drive the Ferrari as well a couple of times in FP1. He raced for Meyer Shank Racing, and his teammate Felix Rosenquist also Meyer Shank Racing. You would have expected these two to be higher up. They might possibly be. Let's see. Again, this is the thing about IndyCar. Like, you just never. If it's not your day, it's not your day. If you muck up just even a tiny bit, you're done. You're toast. Alex Palou on track. He's gonna run quick. Palou's quick. Alex Palou, as I said, 4 times out of the last 5 years, he's won the championship, including last year's Indy 500, which I suggest you guys get onto. It's where they race in circles, but the speeds are insane and no power steering. Maddening. It's absolutely maddening. Okay, Palou has just finished. Where is he? P3 still. Okay. I think he's launching now. Lundgaard has just dropped. Who's gone up? No one. Armstrong's dropped. Okay. Okay, people need to move, get going, man. Okay, everyone's on track. Cool. Ken Dennis Hauger's looking good, man, I'm telling you. Hauger's P5. Oof. Who's my favorite? My favorite is, funny enough, it's actually Marcus Ericsson, the Swedish driver. Love his driving style. He's the 2022 Indy 500 winner as well. Won Insane Pete in 2023, the season opener. But he is under pressure this year. Marcus Ericsson would be my number 1. But he's, I think Andretti, given Colton Hertz has gone to Cadillac and he's going to race in Formula 2, I think that leaves the door open for a new leader in Andretti. And I really think Marcus could be that guy. So, yeah, let's have a look. Let's see. I think it's critical. He's done a good job to get into the Fast 12. He really needs to get into the top 6. So now it's just, they're going to go hell for leather until the end. So this last minute, they're going to do as many laps as they can. So if they can cross and do one more, or maybe like just finish and do one more and then come back and keep going for a third lap. That's what's going to happen. But yeah, Marcus Ericsson for me, I would say is number one, and then I'm a big fan of Scott McLaughlin as well, the Kiwi. Awesome driver, awesome guy as well. And this year I'm supporting. Whoa, Ericsson's gone P2. Let's go! Come on. Okay, but again, it's still going to be a little bit tricky, It's you never know. So, and it's Okay, Marcus Armstrong. Here we go. This is what I mean. It's just Dennis Hauger. Whoa, that's a monster of a lap. Whoa. Okay, Ericsson's been dropped. They're going to go for one more lap. So all these guys have just finished. Now it goes zero. So now it's the final lap for each person. Whoever crossed the line before it hit zero. Scott McLaughlin's still going. Hauger to third. Hauger to fourth is insane. Okay, McLaughlin's going quick. McLaughlin's P1. And then Malukas. Here we go. Alex Palou. There you go. I think that's it. Armstrong would be the only one if he can catch. Okay, Armstrong might just be able to make it. But look at that, the Dale coin. So Dennis Hauger and oh my god. Okay, here we go. Rosenquist. Whoa. Rosenquist has not made it. Oh my god. Oh my, everyone's through the line. Marcus Armstrong, P7. Oh my god. Dale Coyne Racing, 18 and 19. Dennis Haugus, he's going to go for a pole shootout. Dennis Hauger. Grosjean. What? Only one Andretti. 2 Penske's, 1 Andretti, 1 Chip Ganassi, and 2 Dale Coynes. Oh my god. Pardo Ward as well, and the McLaren couldn't make it. Lundgaard finished last. Whoa. So now, I think HPKV Plume. It's quite a name there. So now these top 6 will fight for the pole position. This is epic. This is absolutely epic. This is why I love IndyCar. Like, okay, for context, you guys, Dale Coyne Racing is not as well funded as the big boys. And for them to be just like, in the top 6 and going for pole position, or just being in that, like they're guaranteed a top 6 start regardless of where they finish now, right? Tomorrow for the Grand Prix. This is going to be wild. And I'm going to be covering, obviously, the race as well, live streaming the race. This is maddening. And yeah, in terms of the manufacturer, you have 4 Hondas and 2 Chevys, which is very interesting as well. And only the Penske's, really. Oh, Pardo Ward. Lundgaard is pretty much Honda dominated. Damn. Pardo missed out. Yep. Pato. I know, man. I know, Roberto. It was wild, man. It was so close. Look at the times, man. It's like 4/10. That's it. Look at that. 4/10 covering the top 12. And you get Formula 1 right now. And I'm sure going to quali in Australia, it's going to be... Oh my god, it's going to be horrific. Like, that spread, it's going to be like a 3-second spread between the top 20 guys. Oh. No, but Pato, I'm surprised actually. Pato was looking good. I just don't know what happened. And they didn't even show it on TV. Since when? Yeah, so, good question. Since when has Grosjean been in IndyCar? I only knew him as the French F1 presenter. So, you obviously know Grosjean's accident in 2020. In 2021, he made the move to IndyCar. and he raced for this team, Dale Coyne. Then 2022, 23, 24, he did 22, 23. He raced for Andretti. Funny enough, he was number 28. He was in Marcus Ericsson's car, and yeah, it was okay. 2024, he raced for Juncos Hollinger, like one of the lower ranked teams. Last year, he didn't race at all. This year, Dale Coyne didn't have a driver, so they signed Hauger, but they didn't have Romain Grosjean. It was an empty seat, and they signed Grosjean literally during preseason testing. So yeah, but to your point, Grosjean's turning 40 this year, and if you watch, there's a great podcast called Off Track with Hinch and Rossi, and yeah, they basically Alex Rossi spoke to Grosjean, which is also quite a story. That's a story for another day. But yeah, Grosjean described that he got it pretty late, pretty last second, and yeah, it may very well be that this might be his last year to bow out. So yeah, your top 6: McLaughlin, Palou, Malukas, Grosjean, Hauger, Ericsson. That's gonna be your top 6, and yeah, he might go back to presenting Grosjean next year. But if it goes well this year, you never know. Okay, Roberto, if you're watching still, mate, they're showing, I'm sure you're watching the telly right now, and Pato looks distraught. He doesn't look happy. And then we're back to commercials, so great. This is one thing I don't miss about, I love about F1 TV and stuff. There is no commercial. We just get straight to it. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Who do you guys think now? So all you guys who are new, welcome. And with everything that you've learned so far, I guess, where is your money at right now? Who's taking pole? I think Axon 90. I think Jostle hyped for Hauger. Imagine Hauger gets pole. Imagine Dennis Hauger in his rookie race gets pole position in St. Pete. That'd be wild. Oh, Grosjean, after a full year out of IndyCar, comes out, gets pole. But it's so, anyone could get pole. McLaughlin looks good. Palou's Palou. We know what Palou can do. Malukas, obviously, first year with Penske. So David Malukas, which channel is it on? I can't find. It's on TSN, man. I'm on the TSN app on my iPad and TSN Plus. So it should be. Yeah, I don't know. I pay was it $8 a month for TSN? Just to watch IndyCar. IndyCar should do like an IndyCar TV app. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, TSN has it. TSN app. Go to TSN Plus. It should have it. Sweet. Yeah, Fast 6 is going to be... And that's what it's called, HKPV Plume. Have I butchered that, probably? HPKV Plume. Yeah, so the Q3 in this case is called Fast 6. And these guys are going to have... I think it's 10 minutes to themselves. And yeah, 6 cars, 10 minutes, and you go at it. Do as many laps as you can to put her on pole. Alright, I'm thinking... timer's out. Would love to see my boy Marcus on pole. It'd be so good to see him on pole, purely because he's had a tough year last year. Would be awesome to see him. But again, Dennis Hauger, if he can whack it on pole, man, in his first race. Okay, we got Pardo Ward live. What's he saying? He's speechless. Balance fell off. Track evolution took place. Yeah, Christian Lundgaard as well struggled a bit. Not ideal. But again, even if he's going to start P8. You can win the race from P8. You can. Very much possible. Okay, 4 Hondas, 2 Chevys, and the 2 Chevys are teammates. Okay, here we go. The timer's gone. Oh, so you only get 6 minutes. Never mind. It's not 10. It's 6 minutes. That is so tight. Like 6 minutes is nothing, man. We'll be done in a snap. Yeah, exactly. P8, it's not about... If you're starting top 10 in any race in IndyCar, it's a very good position to begin the race with. Okay, here we go. Scott McLaughlin's out. Yeah, only 6 minutes. Yeah, I forgot about that. 6 minutes, 6 cars, that's it. So the margin is super slim. Like it's barely anything. Barely anything. There you go. McLaughlin's put in 101.5. Surely that'll topple down a bit. Track evolution. This one, the track is, well, on paper should be its fastest. Okay, David Malukas 10:13 goes P. Okay, Grosjean puts in a... Okay, yeah. Just warm up laps. So how many Grand Prix are there? So there are 16 races in IndyCar in one season. So they go from March until September. So they race for 6 months. And then they have 6 months off. And it's one of the longest off seasons that they have. So a lot of these guys after the sorry, Jesus. After the 16 races, they go out and, you know, in the off season they race other series as well. So yeah, 16 is the number, but it's all within North America, with 15 races in the US and 1 race in Canada, in Toronto, where I am. So yeah. Okay, Dale Coyne, so Hauger and Grosjean, their team, Dale Coyne Racing, first time since 2022, since both cars have advanced to top 6. Wow. Okay, so right now, just over 3 minutes to go. This is going to be wild. Oh, here you go. Grosjean goes P2 with a 101.7. Okay. Ericsson still hasn't unleashed himself. Alex Palou hasn't unleashed himself. Dennis Hauger has not even done a warm-up lap. So we got under 3 minutes to go now. This is where they'll come out and do multiple laps. I think they'll do probably 3 laps each from now on. Grosjean's going... Grosjean's gone... Whoa! .101.3. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, what's going on with Ericsson and stuff? Like, where are they at? Where's Palou? Where's Ericsson? Where's Malukas? Hauger's out. Hauger's a second down. 1.4 seconds down. 1.6 seconds down. Oh, Jesus. If Grosjean gets pole, oh my god. What a comeback. That would be mental. That would go mental. Roman's... Oh yeah, Roberto. Roman's cooking. What the hell is going on with Palou? Where's Palou? Where's Ericsson? Where are these guys? Yeah, I don't know what... Oh, maybe they're literally leaving it to the last second where they're going to actually pump in laps. Okay, Palou's out. Palou's gone. Alex Palou's gone top. There you go. There you go. 1 minute. 1 minute dead, 0.6. Ericsson's gone P4. Malukas with... Whoa! Okay, just over a minute to go. This is it. This is where it counts. Okay. See, even if you're watching it on TV, it's still like, where are these guys? They're just hiding. This direction, not a fan of this direction. Okay, 45 seconds, man. Where are they got? Where is everyone? Ericsson's P6, Grosjean P5, Hauger 4, Malukas, Palou, Scott McLaughlin 1. This makes no sense to me. How's Ericsson gone from putting in like 1 minute times to 1 minute and one? Whoa, Ericsson P2, and still got time. Oh my god. Here we go. Whew. Oh my god, look at the time difference. Oh, 200th. Okay, Ericsson's got one more lap. McLaughlin's got one more. Malukas is going again. This is it, guys. This is it. It's time out. Checkered flag. Whoever crossed the line can go for one more lap. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my god. This is where I get super nervous. Like every single time. Oh freaking. Ooh. Okay, 1 minute point 542. That's the one to beat. Dennis Hauger's on a flyer. Dennis Hauger's on a flyer. No. Dennis Hauger. P3. Where's Ericsson? Where's Palou? Palou's in pit. Palou's in pit. Ericsson. Scott McLaughlin's P1. Wow. Marcus Ericsson P2. This is it. Wow, what a session. Dennis Hauger starts P3. What? Thirsty threes in pole position. McLaughlin from Ericsson from Hauger. Wow. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I love IndyCar, man. Wow. McLaughlin, belter. Ericsson, belter. Hauger, oh my god, what a lap. P3 for the Norwegian Nightmare. Oh my days. I'm so thrilled, man. I'm so thrilled. And even Grosjean P6. I think, for me, Palou was a bit of a surprise, to be fair. And Malukas. Yeah, Palou and Malukas. The big ones, I think. Which, super surprised about. But damn. Damn, what a qualifying session this was. Okay, we're hearing from McLaughlin. Very pumped. Yeah, oh, this is sick. Bloody good, Scott. Well done, mate. That's what he said. Bloody good lap. Dennis Hauger, we've got the Norwegian Nightmare. What a lap, man, from Dennis. Crikey, what a banger. Banger. Tomorrow's race is going to be very interesting. So your front row is Scott McLaughlin, followed by Marcus Ericsson, from Dennis Hauger, Alex Palou, Malukas, and Grosjean. Holy guacamole. How good was that? How good was that? So yeah, if we can get the entire Leaderboard's probably going to qualifying fast 6. Here we go. So this, guys, is the provisional starting lineup. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Scott McLaughlin, Marcus Ericsson, Dennis Hauger, Alex Below, Malukas, Grosjean, Armstrong, Pato Ward, Foster, Simpson, Rosenquist, Lingard, Power, Rasmussen, Carl Kirkwood, Dixon, Ferrucci, Rail, VK, Stingray Rob, and yes, that's a name, Stingray Rob. Anytime, Axon. We'll be back tomorrow for the race, man. It's going to be awesome. If you guys have enjoyed, drop a subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you tomorrow. And as I said earlier, we'll be covering all the IndyCar races. I'll be doing all the IndyCar races and Formula 1 races as well. So can't wait for it. And yeah, boys and girls, awesome stuff. And I will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow the race is at 12 o'clock at noon Eastern time. So adjust your watches. I'll just put out a YouTube live. I'll put it up. Just turn your notifications on, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Hey, let's go. Good man, Axon. Appreciate you, mate. Let's go. Okay. Awesome, guys. We'll have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably around, I'd say 11:30, where we'll go through the entire grid and stuff. And just watch some racing finally after so long. All right. I'm going to head now, go cook some dinner and stuff, but I will see you all tomorrow.